Okay, I'll ask them, hey, could you not kill me, please?
All right. They stand there and do nothing.
I'll ask each of them, are you going to kill me?
All right. You ask that to Dag. It stands there and doesn't respond. To the shadow, it gestures to the golden ring, and to the purple figure, who you assume is Ray, it gestures to you and the city.
Okay. Wait, is that who Purple gestured to?
Yeah. You and the city.
Where are we? I'll ask them all that, I guess.
All right. Okay. Each of them brings out some sort of form of diagram. It looks almost like a star map, but each of them is a third. When they combine all of the three parts of this weird map thing, it creates something similar to Cameron's drawing of realities and dimensions. Only each of these star maps are in each of the sections that Cameron called dimensions.
All right, so these okay, and but yeah, but that doesn't explain where we are. So where are we? I'll ask where we are on the map.
Okay. Who are you asking this to?
Well, they are all holding the map together, aren't they? So I'll just ask it at them all.
Okay. The purple figure gestures to the center, and a square. A square is projected there, sort of like a hologram. It just appears, and then it splits in corners to reveal Ree's symbol.
So we're in that place, I guess.
Yep.
Could I? Okay, I'll ask. Oh, I'll ask the shadow one. What's his name? And if he has a symbol.
It gestures to you and the city.
I really wish it would stop doing that.
The whispering intensifies once again. It is now like our level of speaking. I should just say speaking.
Okay, then I'll ask if I can take the map or borrow it.
Okay, they do not respond to that question.
Then I can I point at it and go point at it and go me like you're trying to communicate with someone in Spain or something like this me want this.
With that, the purple figure gestures at you and the map.
I nod my head and just go yes me yeah that.
It doesn't respond to that.
Okay, then can I take the map then? Is he offering it up?
What do you want to do? Like, take it? It's sort of just like a hologram.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try, yeah.
Okay. So you try and put your hands around it. It's icy cold, but you can't move it, but you feel a flash, like you see a flash in your eyes, sort of like when someone points a bright light at your eyes.
Uh-huh. What kind of drugs have I been addled with? Like,
the shadow's just above your bed, just filling you full of random things. We've got bleach, blue mold.
if it's in the kitchen, he's fed it to me. Hmm. So I point to the okay. Where's the monolith then on the map or whatever?
So there's the floor plans, and then there's the big cosmic map thing. So which one do you want to point to?
Oh wait, I'll ask where the monolith is on their map, the hologram map.
Okay, we're getting closer. The purple figure gestures to the third chunk on one of the sides, which Cameron called Dimension 3 of Reality 1, or Perfection 1, if you prefer. And on that chunk comes a little symbol, the same as Cameron's. It's Ree's symbol in that chunk. And there's also a sort of a sphere there, like a 3D sphere floating in that chunk with the symbol.
Okay, I'll ask what the sphere is.
Okay. The purple figure just points to the floor plans.
So it's the moon.
Yes. Or maybe something in the moon.
Is this city inside the moon?
The point, the purple figure gestures to the sphere and then the central symbol of himself.
Am I gonna? Okay, so I take it my character will remember this when he wakes up, right?
Probably. I mean, unless you fail miserably in some of the future agility rolls. Just bang your head a bunch of times. Just what happened?
Wait, bang my head on what?
I don't know, if you fall over, stuff like that.
Alright. I thought there's about to be like a duel, a new challenger approaches.
Cameron walks in full body armor, just.
You've been ransacking my shit.
Is this the gun you were looking for earlier?
Hey Cameron, thanks for letting me borrow this.
Alright.
Okay, I'll ask him, do you want the core?
With this, the red figure nods slowly, and the noises intensify once again.
I say, why?
They do not react to that.
So they can basically just do yes or no and point.
Basically, yeah. And make aggressive random language noises in the background, if you like.
Yes, because that's helpful. They're just the worst, and I don't like them. Okay, so
there's a really obvious question that I feel like you haven't asked.
What?
There's a really, really obvious question that you haven't asked yet.
What do I do?
That's another good one. So the purple figure points to the sphere, and then points to the golden ring, but only points to this, like, one of the halves. Like, if it's a circle, it's a golden ring. One half is sort of a lighter color, and that's with a picture, an image of you. The other half has a darker shade and is an image of the shadow. So the purple figure gestures to sort of bottom center part of the ring where the light and the dark intersect. So points to the sphere and that part of the ring.
So me and Shadow are supposed to get the core together?
Do you want to ask that?
Yeah.
They do not react.
Okay, what is this obvious question?
I feel like it's to do with you leaving.
Oh, how do I get out of here?
That's yeah. They don't react to that question.
How? Do I leave?
It's more of a can I question.
Oh, can I leave?
Okay, I've been waiting for you to do that for like 10 minutes.
I've been so good. I didn't know. Like you said, the things I'm supposed to be doing, or
You could do them. I never said you had to do them. Jeez.
okay. Well, what are the things that I could be doing then?
Anything.
Like scrapping them? Like you?
Right, so wait, what are you going to ask her to do?
Can I leave?
Okay. With that, the noises in the background that used to be whispers intensify more and they get louder into screaming almost. The shadow and the red figure walk up to you slowly and the noises get louder. What do you want to do?
Can I punch Shadow in the face?
Okay, you try that. Your hand goes right through.
Oh.
What do you want to do now?
So I'll say I want to go.
Okay. They take 2 more steps forward and the screaming gets louder. It's almost unbearable now. Bear in mind, only 2 of these are making that noise at you.
Yeah, they don't seem so. So they want it, right? But I feel like the purple guy is the real guy I should be giving it to. Because he's not, batshit crazy.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do with that thought process?
Oh, am I still in the dream?
You are still in the dream, yes. They're like almost at your face, like 2 screaming at you, or at like right in front of you, almost eye to eye with both of them.
Wait, I'm gonna go over to what's his name and say.
Yeah, say what?
And what should I bring the core to you?
Okay, you do that. The noise gets really quiet, back to a whisper when you walk over to the purple figure. Wait, what was the question that you asked again? Sorry.
Should I bring the core to you?
All right. He gestures to the map, the circle, the floor plans, and the city. Puts its hand on your shoulder, and then you wake up. Your alarm clock is ringing.
That was that a yes or no?
Well, you woke up. You don't know. It is now the final day, 16.
Okay.
3 a.m.
Okay.
You have notifications and comms, by the way.
Oh right. Okay, I'll go see what they are.
Okay. All right. The first notification in comms is that the dust cloud has moved on a lot, so there's now back to 23 days. 23 hours in your day, sorry.
I'm sorry, we're leaving you here for 23 days.
23 more days. Good luck. Bye-bye.
This message will self-destruct in. Okay, so that's that. Then I've got 20 hours.
Oh, you actually have a task as well. I should have mentioned.
Oh, I'll do the task then.
Okay. So the task is eject data clip.
Whatever that. Oh,
Data
right,
chip,
that's the
sorry.
chip that I got from the research, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay,
So
well, I'll do that.
it
How long does that take?
contains footage, like CCTV camera footage, and all the data that you've researched.
I don't know if I really want to give them that. They will probably make me get a therapist.
But also, you also haven't finished all the research yet. Like, you have to do the final laser piece, then you'll be good to go.
Oh, right. So I can only do this task after I've done the laser.
Yes.
And how long does the task take? Because it's only
12 hours, and it's not idle.
No, I mean not the laser. The
eject. It takes 1 hour.
That's okay.
Well, actually,
Right.
no. Hold on. It takes less than an hour. It doesn't even count for an hour. It's just you putting a chip.
Yeah, I would think it wouldn't take a whole hour to just press a button, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in that case, I've got 12 hours of things I have to do. I would like to get health, but I don't really have time.
All right. Do you want to
Karma.
Okay.
Does karma magically heal you?
You could go and spend karma when doing like these regenerating activities, and it will give you bonuses.
Oh yeah, because if I was to spend 15 karma
Okay.
on healing.
Okay. It will also reduce the time it takes.
Oh great. Oh.
Okay. So, you want to do that, or do you want to do the research?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
If I get up to full health now, then whatever crazy shit comes out of that monolith, I'll be able to handle on full health and sanity.
You hope.
That's the plan.
All right. So you're gonna spend 15 karma, right?
Or maybe I should split it 10 and 10. 10 for, I'll do 10 for health and 10 for sanity.
Okay, so that brings you down to 25, and it maxes everything out. Because when you actually check yourself, you are not as damaged as you were when you went to sleep.
I mean, that's how sleeping works.
Well, no, but you've say, you had scars and cuts, mainly from the fact you got impaled by a spike. A shadowy some of that damage has been repaired by itself magically. You don't know how.
Okay, time to get to the laser then.
Yeah.
If I see Shadow again, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I've tried everything. I want to reason with him. I mean, first of all, I just said, okay, so what I've raved to him, right?
Yeah.
And then there was a point where he walked away, and so to me, this radio thing means that, or the CD thing, I think CC, but what does the C stand for in CD again?
No idea.
Hold on.
Confined, I don't know. Consmolified chip.
Compact.
Oh, compact. That's the word.
Right. Okay. So maybe it's compact chip because it's it's not a disc, it's a chip. So
or the
PC.
space CD.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, he seems to not, or he either really hates it or likes it so much he will kill me to get it.
You still have it, by the way.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Then.
Okay.
No, maybe he doesn't like it because otherwise he may have stolen it while I was asleep. Or maybe he was busy invading my dreams because that was some weird fever dream.
That took 20 minutes to play out.
It was crazy. Okay, so I'll get to the laser and do that then.
Okay, this will take you 12 hours.
And how long will be left in the day?
Well, you need to do it. If you don't do it, you're not getting picked up.
Yeah, I know, but just how long will be left in the day, I'm wondering.
6, 18. All right. Oh, you'll have 21 hours. No, 20 hours because the hour is still missing because the dust cloud.
Oh, no, but I've got 20 hours, so that means there'll be 8 left after I do it.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
See, as soon as it's done, can I literally grab the chip and run as fast as I can to the thing that I send it from, just so that I can get that done with as quick as possible?
All right. So you're gonna do the final laser component.
Yep.
This will have you completed all of the tasks you've meant to do. All you would have to do is leave. That is all you need to do.
Wait, so what do I do with the chip then?
Well, you put that in the comms area and it digitizes it and sends it into space for some radar to pick up.
So I'll do that then,
right,
as soon as I've finished. Laser.
Okay, so 12 hours. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You've done it. 8 hours left in your day. As you put the final component into the laser, the core is suddenly enveloped in that bright, blinding light, and it is dragged right out of the abyss, out of the mist, and falls onto the soft, moss-covered floor.
Okay, so should I pick it up and put it somewhere?
Yep.
Okay, I'll put it in the research bit, then, I guess, because the moss can't get there. It's a secure room, I guess.
Yeah, I forgot to mention the moss's progress. It is now, there's no more lighter moss. It is now like from the bottom of decontamination to storage. And one of the doors to research.
Okay, that's not great, but oh well. I'm leaving here soon.
Yeah, it's not your problem.
Yep. It's not anyone's problem unless Cameron's still there.
All right. Okay. So I have right. So you pick up the core. It is the pasty surface that you've seen before. But as you see that, the red electric Cassipa crystal that has been growing out of the abyss suddenly launches forward and cracks the glass wall behind you to the research room. It was a sudden spike of energy, and it breaks the laser, and the glass wall is broken.
So I should probably head out before it tries to kill me.
And when that happens, you see in the abyss that there's a steady line of blue growing up the edge of the crystal. And you hear roars from below and the sound of wings and thudding.
That's nice. So I'll go to comms with the core still in hand.
Okay.
Bring it with me. Put the chip in, right? It'll do everything itself. And where are the escape pods?
You cannot get out yet, but they
What
are...
do you mean I can't get out yet? I've done everything.
Yeah, you only get... The escape pods are unlocked at 1 a.m. on day 17.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
they...
shit.
Yeah. The
But
landing,
where are they, though?
The landing pad is where the escape pods are, and it's like right beside comms.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I think I might just hang about here for a little while. Oh, no, actually, no, I won't. I'll go to the kitchen and eat after I put the chip in.
All right. Okay, so you put the chip in comms. It is accepted eagerly, and you get a message saying that it will take maybe 2 hours for the relay beacon to pick it up. So please stand by for any errors and reinsert it if any errors do occur.
Okay, so after I eat, I'll go back and just make sure it's all okay.
Okay, so you're going to go to the kitchen now.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you see that the crystal that broke through the glass wall into the research room is now completely enveloped by dark blue moss. It's now spreading faster and faster. It is covering the research room now and is starting to slip into the corridor that goes to the lift.
Is there any lockdown procedures that make the rooms completely seal off?
It's a lab, dude. No.
Yeah, but is there any way that I can just like bolt the doors?
Not as far as you can see. I mean, it's just blue moss. What do you expect?
Yeah, right. It's been blue moss for the last 16 days and it's still driven me insane. And I don't trust it or like it at all.
All right. So, okay. So you're going to go up to the kitchen now?
Mm-hmm. Make a meal and eat and then go back to comms. Yeah.
Right. So you go to the kitchen. It's sort of a rushed meal, but it still takes an hour. Okay.
Okay, straight to comms.
You hear a cranking sound as you come out of the kitchen and see that the airlock is... No, the decontamination that is beside the airlock has now got the steady dark blue moss growing out of it, like underneath the doors.
That's not good.
Yeah. All right. So you're gonna go to the lift?
So my exits are blocked. But
yes.
wait, it's the only way out of the building, the airlock.
And I guess you could smash a window, but you'd have to be wearing a spacesuit, and if any of the glass broke, like punctured the spacesuit, it would be game over.
Right.
Also, that glass is like designed to be meteorite proof.
Is it designed to be laser proof?
I don't know. But there's always the risk that things may go badly.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I need to be able to break the windows and get out. Okay, so back to comms then. I'll just say that, you know what, it's moss, it's moss, it's moss, it's moss, it's moss. If you tell yourself it's moss and just believe that it's only moss, it'll only be moss.
Right. You go down the lift, and you hear sort of a groaning sound, like mechanical, like.
Oh my! And it's gonna break the things on the lift.
The lift shakes.
Shit.
And
open the door.
Yeah, the doors open slowly, and moss immediately grows in. It goes around your feet, and when you step over it, it grows over the parts you were just in.
That's nice. So I'll go to comms.
Okay. Right. You also notice that storage, both entries to the room are growing with moss, so it is spreading faster and faster. Comms, there should be no errors, I should say, plural.
Mm-hmm.
But you hear, when you open the door to loading docks, you hear the familiar roar of entangled. What do you want to do? Do you want to go?
Does it? Can it find me? If I just hide?
It'll try and find you.
Oh, well.
But it sounds distant, though. It sounds distant.
So there's no errors so far with the upload?
Yeah, but you're only an hour in.
Right. Not good. Not good.
Not good at all, no.
Is there any way to lock the comms door?
No. The only door there is to the basement, like the sort of.
Wait, comms does have a door, right?
The entire loading docks area in the underground cavern has one door, like, that opens to the basement.
Oh, great! I was so okay. So it's not even a separate. Oh no, can I don't know. Is there any way to move the computers in? No, I can't unplug it. Oh no. Seriously, it's like the year 2 billion and we're still like plugging stuff into walls.
Yeah. They're not that advanced. Also, they didn't splash out exactly in this place. We already know that.
Sure. Okay. Can I just sit in comms or sit in the loading area? Maybe a distance where I'm like halfway between comms and the roar sound, so that if it was to come up to where I am, right, I'd be able to see it and kill it and whatever. But at the same time, I can also keep an eye out in comms to make sure nothing goes wrong there.
So, like, the halfway point is like at the loading docks door, splits the basement and the docks. Mm-hmm. From there, you can see via the unbroken part of the glass wall that there is entangled climbing up the moss-covered Cassipa crystal. There is 3 humanoid-sized ones already there, and there is 1 laborer-sized one also climbing in from the gateway.
Okay, well, they won't care about a little chip.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna play the stereo.
okay.
I'm gonna see what it does to them.
You're going to play the stereo where?
In the loading dock. I mean, or near enough that they can hear it, but they can't see me. So just what? So that the only reaction that they will have is the reaction to the stereo's noise, and not to see me.
Good idea. Right. So, a good place would just be beside the oxygen facility, beside the wall, not the door, because you can still peek out and see through the glass. So you put that in, and immediately the roaring stops. They sort of go on all fours and stay dormant while the CD plays, but when it stops, they immediately get riled up again.
Can I put it on a loop?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. So, yeah. They're not really, well, what do you want to do now?
Well, they're not an issue anymore, because now I've got this bad thing. Keep her
We
away.
haven't seen what happens if they know you're there.
I haven't seen what?
You haven't seen their reactions if they know that you're, like, and that if they know you're there.
Okay, so I will turn off the stereo.
Okay.
Walk into their eye line just until they see me, right? It's not like I'm close by.
Okay.
But they can see. So once they've seen me, then I'll bring out the stereo and hit play.
All right. I'm gonna say you stand behind the glass because it'll be safer theoretically. When they see you, they immediately they charge the glass and start pounding on its hard surface. It is quite sturdy glass. It's designed to be safe enough to stand behind if if say an explosion was to occur, like the laser blew up.
So now I'll play the stereo.
Yeah. As soon as you play that, they slow down. They're not dormant because they know you're there, but they seem to cower as if something like a superior or a queen, if it was like a hive, would be on its way.
What have I summoned? What have I done?
Well, as you turn around, you see the shadow walking from behind the research room.
So they're not scared of the. So this thing, I don't know what that space CD is, but the shadow has feelings about it, and I get the rough end of those feelings.
Right. The shadow takes a few steps towards you and stops.
I take a few steps back.
All right. You're now pressed against the glass.
No, I'm not. No.
To your left is the lift.
Oh no, but the left in the moss. Am I trapped down here?
You don't know.
I'm trapped down here. Oh, crap.
You could try and go in the lift.
No, I'll just get away from the glass. I mean, I'll stand near the left, but I won't go in it.
Right.
Because at least that way I'm away from them.
Right. The shadow is sort of standing at the crossroads. Like there's 3 ways to go. You could go into the research room, but that is closer to the entangled because there's obviously a big hole in the glass, so they could probably get out there. You could go into the left. You could also go into the electrical room, where you may be able to get into the hidden room.
Oh.
Because they might not know about that.
Okay, what I'm gonna offer the stereo to the shadow. Like just sort of hold it out, maybe set it down, and then walk back from it.
Right. Okay.
If he wants it, it's his. I'm fine with shooting at a few entangled if it means he won't stab me through the chest.
Right. Okay. So you offer out the stereo speaker. It walks towards you, reaches out its hand, not in a wave, not with any weaponry, not in a spike, and it reaches into your hand as if it was going to take the stereo handle from you. It sort of
Great.
enters the exact same position that your hand is in, and you notice that the fingers are the exact same size. You feel it's icy cold when it reaches into you. It sort of goes through you and pulls out a darker version of the speaker, the same color as it is, and it walks past you.
Oh, so it just wanted its own version of that speaker. It was like, oh, I'd quite like that too myself. Don't mind you.
All right.
Okay.
So
I mean, I don't know why I couldn't have just asked that, but
right, it walks past you and goes through the glass. It casually walks through it, and then the entangled quiver at it. They sort of try and avoid being within a certain radius of it.
I mean, I've killed Entangled, and I'm still scared shitless by that shadow dude. So yeah, I get what I know exactly what they feel.
But then you hear a massive thud, like a huge crunch noise, and you see a massive fist rises over the ledge of the gateway of the monolith. This fist is made up of several layers of flesh.
It's a mammoth, isn't it?
And reaches over, and its arm is just about halfway, half the size of the width of the gateway. It pulls itself in, accidentally crushes a few of the smaller entangled, including the arm of the laborer size. That sort of gets pulled off.
Like, this thing could, if this thing breaks the roof of this, I need to get my spacesuit on.
And it pulls itself up through the gateway and gets its sort of hind legs stuck. Its hips are stuck in the gateway, and then it pushes with its elbows through and unstucks itself. It lets out a blood-curdling roar is the best way I can put it. It's not high-pitched, but it's loud. It's very loud.
Me?
It looks directly at you and gets into the same stance that your labourer that you pushed over the edge did when it was about to charge you. But as it does that, the shadow walks over to it, drops its version of the speaker, and then that speaker disappears. And pulls out a spike and spikes it through the head, pulls it out. The massive entangled doesn't die or like take injure for it doesn't take an injury from it. It just sort of gets spooked and cowers in the corner.
How can you get spiked and just cower?
Well, it didn't leave a wound. It's
out.
almost as if the shadow phased through it to scare it.
Oh right.
No,
so like what it did, so it made its hand into like the spike shape, but it did to the thing what it did like when it took the stereo from me.
Yes.
So that it's like, yeah, think of what I could do if I wasn't phasing.
Yeah. So yes.
So just sort of became nice, I guess.
You could say that.
Maybe he was just testing my resolve with the stabbings. Like, are you able to come back from this? Because, I mean, see, if he did that to show me all the horrible things I'd done, to someone who'd done a lot of horrible things, that would have been much worse. So maybe he's testing whether or not I'm a total dickhead.
That's a good theory. I like that. Yeah. Okay.
He's like, are you nice? Do I want to protect you or do I want to stab you?
All right. So,
I guess he chose option number 1.
so what do you want to do?
Which works a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna not let them kill me. I'm gonna go get the spacesuit on because I feel like even with him, this place isn't lasting very long.
Okay. So the lift works, but it's a lot slower than it used to be. It sort of sounds like the lift, the gears that lift it up, are sort of crushing blue moss that's growing over the component parts.
Crush them.
All right.
Well, that's good. That means the more times that the lift gets used, then the less moss in it, which should work easier on my way back down.
All right. Okay. So are you going to run to the
Wherever I get my spacesuit on, that's
Okay.
where I'm going.
That's the decontamination area.
Then I'm going there.
So you're gonna run there, right?
The blue moss has already got to it, didn't it?
It is currently in nearly reaching the entertainment room's door, which is
No, but if the spacesuit's in decontamination, isn't decontamination currently filled with blue moss?
it's covered with blue moss, but the computer, remember, it avoids electrical things. Blue moss.
Oh yeah.
The computer reads it as being still airtight. Like, so the
So
blue moss is grown underneath the doors.
So it didn't touch his suit.
Well, you don't know until you go in.
I'll go in.
Okay, interesting. Okay, roll a d20.
What the hell is in this? Oh no. 5. Crap.
Oh, 5. Ooh. Unga bunga, stuff's happening.
Okay, right.
Okay, roll
There'll
another
be no
d20.
more interruptions because I'm now home alone. Yay.
Right, roll another d20.
12.
12. Oh, you finally meet them. Okay, so
What?
as you, your spacesuit is completely fine.
So it's not even been touched by moss.
No, the moss is sort of grown around it because it's electrical.
Perfect.
But as you take a step towards the suit to holster it off of the wall, you feel a tiny bite on your ankle and another bite on your biggest toe. You look down and see a small little shaking vine with teeth protruding from little grey mouths.
Okay, so I'll get out the zapper and if it's biting the toe, then that means that the vine is beyond that. So I would get it where it's like most stretched out.
Okay.
To try and just break
it. So you're gonna prod it with one of the electrical things?
Yeah.
Alright, you do that, it instantly releases and the vine launches across the room, basically. It retreats entirely.
Perfect. Okay, I'll do that with the other one.
But you do lose 2 HP.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many hours are left in the day?
Why did I say it like that? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, no, you have 7 left. Sorry, 7.
That's enough to get the health back. Oh, sweet. Does that mean that the what's it called? Okay, I'll go to comms in a minute to check that it's been done. Once I get the spacesuit on,
okay,
that's what I'm gonna do.
So
I'm gonna hold out the electrical thing and just push it near any of the yak vines that try and bite.
Okay. All right. So no other vines try and attack you.
They only needed. Oh yeah, that's the Tony Stark quote. I prefer the weapon you only have to use once. That's exactly what that electrical prodder is. I have taught all moss a lesson. They remember it. The yak vines remember it as, oh, that's the thing that set all of our cousins on fire. Shit.
All right.
Okay, good. So I'll get in the spacesuit, go to comms.
Okay. As you do that, you hear sort of a crashing sound. It comes from the direction of the viewing gallery.
Of course it does.
You feel like air being going past you. You have to grab onto one of the doors to your side as air is taken into the vacuum of space.
So I literally got my spacesuit on in the nick of time.
Yes.
Wait, so would you have literally killed my character off if I decided not to put my spacesuit on?
Yes.
Damn. That's cold.
Yeah. Different scenarios call for different solutions. So it only lasts a couple of seconds of the air being sucked out because it's space. It doesn't need much time to get rid of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you're basically on your feet, and the weight of the, like, you know how you're heavier here outside, which technically now outside is inside since the glass is broken. You feel a lot lighter than you used to.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so you can easily run into the lift.
Then I'll do that.
Right.
Although no, I'll go to the gallery very quickly just to see what happened.
All right. The blue moss had constricted the glass so much that it had indeed crushed it, and it is now gone in through the top.
Well, who could have predicted that the blue moss would have bad impacts on the station?
I mean, it just grown.
Yeah, just grown nearly sucked me out into space and killed me.
I'm sure it wasn't personal. It's just business.
Just like it wasn't personal, just business. But I burned them all.
You also see in the viewing gallery from the glass that has been smashed, you can see out. Mm-hmm. You can see that the crashed ship has also been covered in blue moss.
Dang.
Yeah,
they got to that pretty quick.
Yeah. All right. So, do you want to get back to comms?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Roll d20 again.
I knew you were about to say that. 19.
Okay, you're lucky. Roll another d20 in the lift.
15.
Unlucky. Well, I suppose it was going to happen eventually. But the blue moss has grown over most of the component parts of the lift.
No.
And when you're slowly descending, you feel one of the gears has lost grip of another, and the lift plummets down into the shaft. The door's open, but the lift's been ruined. You're not getting back up. And in front of you stands the shadow.
I don't know how to feel. Because he has both tried to kill me and take my life, and also save my life. I've got nearly full health, and so far, what's his shadow likes to stick to dealing 5 damage.
Yes.
So I'm willing to risk. Okay, I'm gonna shake his. Can I try and shake his hand? Reach out my hand to handshake.
All right. Okay, as you do that, you notice that its hand and its fingers are both the same size and are perfectly like your own, as well as the muscle composition of the shadow is like almost exactly like yours.
So is he basically me from the other dimension?
Well, you can leave that if you choose to.
He's a bit of an asshole if he's tried to kill me. Maybe he freaked out. He was like, oh, Jesus, I don't like the fact that he's so much like me. Stab.
All right. So you reach out and shake hands, except you try, it sort of phases, and your hand goes through it, and then it disappears in front of you.
That was a positive experience with him. I'll count that as we're friends now.
Trust building. Yay!
That's good enough for me. I'll take that. That works. I mean, that was the perfect definition of a handshake, because a handshake was designed so that you could tell whether or not the other person had knives up their sleeves. Well, I was shaking his hand to prove that his hand was not in fact a spike. So
all right,
that's nice. I'm kind of screwed though, aren't I?
How?
I'm at the bottom of an elevator shaft.
Oh well,
Lift shaft.
the lift crashed to the bottom floor, so you can climb out into the basement.
Oh yeah. Okay, well I'll do that.
Okay.
Just taking a long. I'm taking the scenic route. It's nice that the gravity. Does that mean that did the what's it called fall in slow motion? It must have, yeah. Because it would have fallen, but because it would have barely fallen, because the gravity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So instead of plummeting, it was more like you get pushed down quite slowly while it's like, oh no, the lift is falling. Quick, everybody brace yourself. Dun, 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 dun,
It's like
dun.
that elevator music.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. If anything, I would have like probably just been floating in the middle and not even really cared.
Okay. Right.
Oh, that's
So
Inception again. There's a lot of Inception references you can make in this.
as you clamber out of the lift, you look to your right, and you see that more entangled have climbed out. There's also Casipa gliders floating about the place, all over the place. There's also more walking spores.
Oh, those fuckers.
The shadow is standing in front of the gate of the monolith, just looking into the abyss.
I was about to wave over to him, then I remembered he doesn't like waving.
You see also gyak vines hanging from the roof, trying to take bites out of the entangled.
Oh, wait, right, so they don't get on, okay.
Yeah, it's like an ecosystem, almost.
Right, okay, so I'll go to comms still, I mean.
Right. So as you walk away, you also hear this really deep, almost mocking laughter.
Wait, okay. Oh no, I don't have the tablet on me anymore. But okay, I mean, technically, the character still remembers, even if I don't. There's one creature which I haven't encountered yet. I know.
There's actually two.
Yeah, I know. Aren't they like very similar
to the entangled? One of them's very similar to the entangled.
Yeah. Oh, right. Because I remember when I watched those videos, he explained, and there was one, and then I encountered the entangled quite soon after, and it was just waiting for yak vines to pop up. But these ones, isn't there's one there's one that's like was the one that flew or something? I can't remember.
Yes. Wait. Oh yeah. So you can sort of remember that one of them is like the entangled, but magical almost. It uses strange psychological and energy attacks.
Oh yeah.
One of them, Cameron did not know like anything about.
But did he name it?
He called it the corrupted soul.
Yeah. Oh wait, so there was the corrupted soul and the corrupted
Elder.
Oh, is that the magic one?
Yes.
I remember that they had similar names. That's why I was thinking that they were similar.
Yeah.
Okay. So a corrupted soul flies, does it?
Cameron knew nothing about it.
All right. Okay, so I'll just be watching out for them.
Okay.
Probably around there some. Oh, they'll probably be climbing at the gateway soon.
All right. So you go into the loading docks. The blue moss has now reached underneath the door to the basement and is now in the loading docks, sort of at the very edge.
Ooh. Oh no. Oh wait, no. The thing is, it stays away from technology. It's literally just the structure of the building that it don't like.
Yes.
So it might break lifts and it might break glass, but it won't destroy comms or the escape pods.
Yes, as far as you
know. Anyway, okay, so I'll go to comms to make sure that all of the stuff was uploaded, and I'll bring the chip with me so that I just always have a copy of that lovely time I spent on the moon. Yay!
Yeah. All right.
You want a horror story, kids? Watch this. This is me. The worst days of my life.
You've just like got like close family, just like cousins and stuff, just looking at you. Tell us more about
what do you do for your job? Well, little Timmy. Wouldn't you like to know?
I went Rambo on the moon.
Yep.
All right.
Have you ever seen Die Hard?
Oh yeah. All right. So as you go into the loading docks, you go to the communications area. The message has been received. You are due for pickup in approximately 5 hours. So, wait, no, 6 hours, because 5 hours until the day is over. 6 a.m. Wait, no,
Alright,
1
so
a.m.
they've got they're like, we are now going to pick you up. Good
Yeah.
job.
They've
Okay,
sent.
so I'll take the chip and just because.
Okay, I'll put that in your inventory just for now.
Yep. Sentimental.
Yeah.
Plus, also, it's like my proof that I was the one that documented everything, and that stupid company that likes to crush the little guy cannot
Yeah.
take any of my work.
I mean, yeah. Okay. So, as you turn around from your computer, you hear a clambering noise behind you, and a slightly larger but bruised, and it has a deep scar running on its shoulder, almost as if it was impaled. Is climbing up and entangled. The one that you pushed down, was it like 2 days ago?
No way.
It climbs back up and is now on the landing pad.
Oh, so the impaling was the rock.
Yeah.
But I got karma for killing it, so surely I like.
You got rid of it. You didn't kill it necessarily.
You know what? Never leave a job unfinished.
All right, what are you going to try and do?
Throw it back down there, I guess, because it can't surely survive the fall twice.
Okay, so you're
Right.
going to shotgun it.
Well, I mean, no, I've got an energy thing. Like, shouldn't
Okay.
that blast the life out of it?
Yeah. So as you reach to grab that out, the shadow phases in front of you. Well, it's in front of it, but you're sort of in eye line of it.
Yeah.
And it gestures to the door, and the entangled immediately goes almost docile, and cowers a wee bit, and goes to the door, no questions asked, glaring at
Which
you.
door?
The only door in this place, the door to the basement.
Oh, right.
All right. So, yeah. So that's that problem gone.
I made friends with Shadow in the nick of time.
All your problems come back to get you eventually, my friend. You think this is only a game?
Dun, dun.
All right. Okay, so you're now in the loading docks. The rest of the base, you assume, has been covered by blue moss.
Wait, where's the core?
The core is like in your pocket, sitting comfortably.
Okay.
It's sort of warm.
How big is it?
It feels like it shrank again. It is like the size of maybe your Xbox controller.
Oh, right.
So it's quite big, but like you can fit it in.
I would have thought it would be like the size of a head or two.
No.
All right. Okay. If that's that. See, now I feel like Shadow will be very nice until I refuse to give him the core, and then he'll go like both hands turn into spikes. His face turns into like ravaging teeth, and his feet turn into like conveyor belts so we could go on walls and you're dead.
All right.
Just keep smiling at him.
The shadow doesn't necessarily know that you have the core.
Really?
It hasn't seen you with it, like hasn't seen it on you.
I will try and keep it that way.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you want to do?
Okay, so the upper level is just,
vacuum now.
Yeah, so is there any, do I have any personal belongings in my personal quarters that I should even care about?
Not really. I mean, yeah, no, not really. The lift's broken though, so even if you did, there's like no way to get back up.
Oh, right, so I literally cannot ever go back up.
No.
Huh.
The only way up is the escape pods, and that'll just go up and up and up. To space.
Right. Storage. Have I found literally everything, or is there something remaining?
You've found everything that you will find.
Oh, right. Okay, so that's like because of certain events, you will not
Yes.
be finding other things. Okay,
Yeah.
right.
I won't tell you until the end.
Right.
How much missing? All right.
Should I just stick around? I'll hang around with Shadow and like.
The shadow's gone.
Oh, okay. Where could these people, the things, show up?
The entangled.
No.
The other two. Well.
Yes, them.
You don't know. You've never encountered them before.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, okay, so did they just like pop up or?
Right. I will say now that there is a crane here that I think I mentioned this in the first episode or first session. Beside the landing pad, there was a crane which was set up so that you could get delivered the crates, and you were delivered the crates, so the crane is now out of function. But you could go there. It would theoretically be safer than down on the ground level, sort of.
Oh yeah. Okay, right. Yeah, the crane, I guess. Although, what if they just decide if they can't get up the crane to bring the crane down? Ah, it's a crane. It should be fine.
Yeah, it's
Right.
like reinforced steel.
And if it doesn't, I'll put the hook onto my suit and just jump, bungee jump.
God, I feel like your character should be given buff stats just from all of this. All right. Okay, so an hour passes. You climb up onto the crane. Nothing out of the ordinary happens. What do you want to do now? You could just spend a few hours up there.
Wait, so what's my health like?
It's 8 out of 10.
And my sanity's at full.
Yeah.
So, is there any ways that you can heal yourself?
No.
That's. I mean, you should have like bandages on you, shouldn't you?
I think you've like ran out of them anyway.
Oh, wait, you can do that. Okay.
We'll say for this sake, they were upstairs anyway.
Yeah. Okay. They're now in space. They don't exist anymore.
Yeah, they're gone. All right.
Okay. Well. What to do? Cause I just need to stay. I mean, I basically need to stay in this area without dying for 4 hours.
Yep. You also see the moss slowly
Of
growing.
course it does.
Yep. It started to grow beside the crane. Probably couldn't get onto the crane.
Should I play the stereo? So is that like what? Okay, I'm gonna play the stereo again because I feel like every single time I play the stereo, it could technically not be something that directly summons Shadow, and this would be just a hey, how do you do? Because I mean, he would literally have no reason to pop up the top of a crane, other than if I was lit to summon, or just if it's like a calling or something.
Okay.
So I'll play it.
Right. Okay. So you're going to play the music at the top of the crane. So actually, whereabouts are you on the crane? Are you on the neck, like underneath the cockpit, or like the pointy outy bit, the jutty outy bit. I don't know what it's called.
I'm I'm on the same level as the neck bit, like the bit
Okay.
that goes out.
Yeah.
Except I'm not on it. Like I'm at the.
All right. So you're playing it safe.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's like
I
above.
could go. I'm standing on the level which, if I was to walk out at the crane, I would be inside the neck. If I was to walk out at that bit.
Oh yeah. I know.
But I'm not actually standing on the neck right now. I'm just at the top of the tower.
Okay.
Basically.
So, all right then. So you play the disc. The shadow appears at the very end where the hook is. Looks about. Then takes some steps forward. Picks up its own rendition of the what do you call it? The player, and roll a d20.
Okay. 16.
Dude, you're very. I
don't.
As you go down to like offer the what do you call it? The speaker up to him, the core falls out of your pocket. It looks at the core, then at you, then at the core, and then disappears.
Oh, and then disappears.
Yeah. The core is like slowly rolling towards the edge. So
grab it.
Yeah.
Grab it. I mean, okay. So that happened.
Yep.
Oh well, I mean that should be completely fine because like. So did I roll like the one number in which he?
No, it was 1 to 10. You didn't drop the core. 11 to 20. It did.
Is it bad that he knows? Is he a he or is it an it?
You don't know. It could be a she for all you know.
Well, I mean, no, they have the same muscle mass as me.
Same. Yeah, I mean, don't have to be so judgmental, Adam. Jeez, oh.
Well, no, what are you trying to say to me?
All right. Still being judgmental. Can't believe you. All right. Okay. So roll a d20.
Wait, that sort of hit me. So don't ask. Okay. 4.
Oh my god! Roll another d20.
5.
5. Okay, so a little Casipa glider floats up to swirl about your head and glides off into the darkness. Okay.
Every once in a while, I just see them, and they're nice. They don't.
They're nice. Yeah, they're
They
chill.
don't kill or I don't know commit seppuku to turn into blue moss. They're actually nice.
Turns out they what summoned the entangled.
They're like they start whacking into the wall to like be like he's over here.
All right. Okay.
So there's what, like 3 hours left?
Yes, there is 4 hours. 4 hours exactly.
Oh, right, 4 hours. Okay.
The laughter gets a lot louder.
That's a what is it? Cursed soul or?
You don't know. You don't know where it comes from.
No, but that's what the thing's called.
You have 2 things you haven't met yet.
Is it cursed soul or is it?
There's the corrupted soul and the
corrupted. Corrupted. Cool. Can I go towards where I hear this laughter coming from?
It comes from the door to the basement.
Of course it does. It leads into the basement. Okay, well, I guess I'm going into the basement.
Okay.
Wait, what's in the basement again?
That's where the research room is, the storage room, oxygen, electrical, the lift, the monolith.
Okay, so where am I?
You're in the loading docks, which is beside the basement.
Oh, right, yeah, right. I thought the basement was like... Yeah, never mind. I thought the basement was like a part of the loading docks that was like separate to the actual basement itself. Just
Oh no.
when I heard that there was like drops and stuff, I thought that the basement meant like another level.
Oh no.
Right.
The
Okay, that makes
basement's
sense.
underneath the ground, but beside the loading docks.
Hmm.
All right. So you're gonna go out.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. As you do that, you don't see anything. There's just some gyak vines that are now growing off of the door, and when you prod them with the electrical zappy thing, they just shrink up to where they came from. Probably like the pits of hell, to be honest.
Exactly. Okay. Well then, should I continue going in that direction? Because I'm sure it must be somewhere along there.
Okay, you could, yeah.
Yeah.
All
We'll do
right.
that.
So you go to the glass at the end of the corridor beside the lift, and you see nothing apart from the entangled still cowering, but you don't see the shadow anywhere.
Well then, what are they covering from?
Well, they could maybe sense that the shadow's nearby.
Hmm.
All right. What do you want to do? You could go have a look at the abyss.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I've thrown things into it, but I've never. Oh wait, but aren't they entangled right beside it?
Yeah, but they're still cowering.
Oh, okay. I mean, you might have just baited me into getting drop kicked into an abyss by some huge monsters, but still, I'll do it anyway.
Right. The one that's mammoth sized looks at you. Well, sort of. They're deformed. They're deformed. So you see, it lifts its flap that is in front of its eye, and growls, but does nothing.
Right. So where is the mammoth currently standing?
It's where decontamination to the laser room is at that doorway, so it's to your left.
Would it be possible for me to yeet it into the abyss?
This thing is like is like 3 stories tall.
3.
Yeah.
I thought that was the giant one.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Oh. What was
Isn't
it?
it
2
1.8?
something? 1.8. 1.8. Yeah. Sorry.
You know, it's still quite big. Okay.
It's still pretty big. There's like no chance of you pushing it off.
Oh, right. And I don't mean like pushing it. I meant like if I shot it 100 times.
No. You'd have to like move
Answer.
it.
Do you have a problem? There's only one solution.
Shoot your neighbors.
Exactly. Shoot at your problems and they'll go away. God bless America.
All right.
Okay, yeah, I'll just see into the abyss. What's happening in there?
All right. You look down. You hear a short cackle. It's no longer laughter, but it's louder now. You also hear the whispering that you heard in your dream, and you look down and you see a little pointy red eye just glaring up at you.
Pointy, like as in dag,
Huh?
as in dag.
Oh no, it's an eye. It's just an eye floating, but it looks sort of like it looks pointy.
How do you get pointy eyes?
Well, it's a polygon shape, you could say. It's like an eyeball, but it's not an eyeball. An eyeball that's deformed.
Oh, what's that thing from Lord of the Rings? I've never seen it, so I don't know what it's called. But you know the thing at the top of the tower, I guess.
Sauron.
Yeah, does it look like that? Because it doesn't it have like a?
Oh my god. You haven't seen Lord of the Rings? What is this?
I've not
All
read
right.
either, but I will maybe at some point.
Bruh. Okay, so Sauron. It is similar to that, but only it's an eye, and it's not made of fire. It's just eye polygon.
Okay.
And it slowly retracts into the mist. It's like if you imagine, I don't know what it's called, the eye wire behind the eye. It's slowly pulled down.
So there's a huge thing in there, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I kind of want to see it and then find out what it is. And I know that's probably like a corrupted, not the soul, the other one,
Okay.
but it's still gonna be cool.
Right, so how do you want to see it?
I'm
You're
not
not
leaning-
allowed to jump, by the way. You're not allowed to jump.
I won't lean in too far because I just feel like the mammoth one, he might be scared of the shadow, but he might just like look around, not see shadow, and just push me.
Yeah.
No. Yeet.
All right. Okay.
So I don't know. I'll just lean in a little bit, just try and see.
Okay. So you don't see anything at all, no matter what, even if you rolled. You could try and fire like a shot in.
I was thinking that, yeah. Okay, I'll fire one blast in the direction that I saw.
Okay.
The eye.
So the little blue aura of the energy blast goes down into the mist, disappears. You couldn't see anything. Whatever it was that you did see is lower.
Lower than what is lower than as far as the eye can see down.
Yes.
Damn. How is it not dead then?
You don't know.
And how can it possibly get back up?
You don't know.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go through decontamination again, stand on the other side of the glass wall, and I don't know, meditate.
Okay. Meditate. All right.
Just
Okay.
wait in that area for anything that does happen to happen. You know, if any, I'll also, but I might be meditating, but that doesn't mean I can't have an electrical rod sitting right beside me, so that if a yak vine would just happen to be nearby, I could
Die.
oh.
You spend like an hour or so. You fill up the rest of your hour meditating. You open your eyes once to see the shadow silently judging you. It disappears in front of you again.
What was there to judge? Meditation is just.
It's nice, yeah. But like, it was judging you.
I mean, I guess I'm surrounded by monsters, so maybe it's just not
your
the
timing
ideal.
is not good.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, I'm kind of safe. I jinxed it, didn't I?
No.
What fresh hell shall you make happen now that I said I'm kind of safe?
Did I say blue moss? I meant red moss. No, I'm joking. All right.
Okay, so there's 3 hours.
Yes, 3 hours left. So this is you opening your eyes from like finishing doing your meditation or whatever it was.
I will go to the abyss again to see what's up.
Okay. You go into the abyss.
Not into the abyss.
Oh no, I didn't mean.
I don't. No.
Just casually cannonball in. All right. As you look in, you see in front of you, where the core once was, a little red shape sort of drifting towards you.
Okay, when you say red shape,
it's like a little red light.
Okay. So if is it like a humanoid shape or is it like
It's
an eye
just
shape?
like a floating red light that's slowly going towards you.
Okay, I'll wait for it to get closer.
All right. Takes like 5 minutes because it seems pretty slow. But what does occur is it goes up towards you and it seems like it has an eye on it. It's like a floating eye. Not the one that you saw in the abyss previously, but it's like a little red with a white eye.
Oh, so the last one was like a corrupted, not a soul, and this is the corrupted soul.
You don't know.
Or the other way around.
So the little light with an eye drifts towards you, and you hear a whispering sound. It's not the same whisper as you've been hearing before, the stuff that gets louder and hurts your ears.
Mm-hmm.
This is like whispers of encouragement. It's like saying, "You're great, you'll get out here soon," stuff like that.
Oh, kind of like this guy.
You feel better around it, and you gain 1 HP.
Oh, I want to stay near this guy. He seems cool. Everything is falling to shit, and he's just like, "Hey, it's okay."
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly who they are or what.
Yep. It's just a floating boy. Just a floating boy.
Okay. So, can I like wave out and say, "Hey, thanks," and who are you?
All right. It doesn't respond to that. It just sort of floats around, kind of follows you.
So it's following me now. So if I leave,
Yeah,
it will come with me.
yeah, it goes with you for this part. Yeah.
All right. Oh, can I bring it over? So the research room is still kind of not broken, right? Completely, not completely.
The glass wall has been shattered by the crystal, and the crystal itself's growing out into it all over the place. It's covered in moss, but most of the computers and machines are fine.
Okay, because I'd quite like to scan.
You want to scan it?
Oh, no, I mean, I've done that with practically everything else, other
Yeah.
than the entangled, but I don't really see them so willing to get scanned.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe Gyak finds. Could I go find one, grab it out the ground, put it in a scanner, and go like here?
The thing is, they don't they're hard to find. Yeah.
And if you find them,
They
it's
hide in the
already
moss.
too late. Okay, no, I'll just ask. Hey, can I try and find out what you are? And like,
all right, it drifts into the scanner. You turn it on, but the scanner doesn't seem to register it at all. Doesn't seem to acknowledge that there's anything there.
I mean, I guess if it's a soul, then it's almost like a ghost. So it's like,
yeah,
it's like it's not there actually.
Huh.
Okay, but I mean, I don't get why it would be corrupt. I don't get why you'd consider it corrupted and it's like bad, and then it's like really nice actually.
Just because something is in some form doesn't necessarily make it a certain way. Life lessons with Luke.
Or could you apply that as in like, just because it's nice and friendly now doesn't mean it's not a corrupting evil monster?
I meant that both ways, actually. Yes, that works. Yep.
Okay, maybe I'm just gonna keep my distance. I'll go back to the abyss because there's still a thing in there, and it's the huge red. Or maybe the big thing I saw turned into the nice friendly thing, so that I wouldn't shoot it.
All right. Okay. As you go back to the abyss, the entangled seem to get a bit more rowdy. They don't attack you. They don't know if the shadow is there, so they're getting a bit more boisterous.
I'll just take out the stereo and remind them of it. It's just like, one button, guys.
They immediately stop.
Button.
Okay. All right. So you look into the abyss, holding onto the edge just to make sure that the things don't start getting excited. The little floating eyeball thing is beside you, looking down. You hear the laughter again, really loud this time, and you see a glowing red from below.
Okay, so they are two separate things. Cool.
So
what if I ask the floating thing, do you know what that is?
It looks at you a bit and creates it. your mind is filled with an image of Cameron.
The fuck? It's just what?
It looks at you and you think of Cameron.
Oh, right. So no, the actual. Does that mean that it's making me think of Cameron, as in like that's what the thing down there is, or like this little spirit thing reminds me of Cameron?
You can't tell.
I'll ask, what are you then? Because now if it shows me Cameron again, then I'll think, oh, right.
It doesn't respond to that at all.
Who are you? I guess I'll ask it.
It just stares at you.
What is that? What is that in there? I'll ask again, and maybe.
You immediately think of Cameron.
Huh.
The red light is getting closer though.
And so the thing in the abyss is. Wait, when you say red light, do you mean the red spirit or the red corrupted soul?
It's just it's different from the floating eye thing beside you, that red thing. But there is another light in the abyss.
And is this the same as the huge red eye that I saw before?
You can't tell. It's just red.
Okay, so I'll wait for it to get closer then.
Okay. All right. So, eventually, you see a red eyeball. Once again, it's not a ball. It's that spiky shape.
Oh, right. So it is the same thing as before.
I'll call it a stem. The part that connects the eye to the brain.
Mm-hmm.
That stem reaches below the mist, below eye level. But suddenly the eye locks onto you. It changes from almost black pupil. It goes full white, and up comes a mass of. You can't tell what it is, but it surrounds the eye and creates a head. And then up comes a cloak, and then in a body of entangled is floating in front of you with a cloak.
Oh, it's the corrupted
elder.
Not soul. What's the not soul one?
Elder, corrupted elder.
Elder, that's it. So this thing's a corrupted elder.
It makes.
Wait, is Cameron a corrupted elder?
You don't know.
Okay.
All right. As soon as this thing appears, the shadow appears beside you as well. Points at it, gestures it to go back down. It ignores the shadow entirely and keeps coming.
Okay, I'll say to Cameron, is it bad I'm curious as to what it is, so don't get rid of it for now. I'll say.
Did you refer to the eye thing as Cameron?
Eh?
You said I'll ask Cameron.
No, I said the shadow. I meant the. Or did I say? I meant to say shadow. I was going to say that to the shadow, to not to not get rid of the eye thing, or I guess it's now a head. Does that mean it's a head with one eye?
It's a head with one eye, with the body of an entangled, but also a cloak, and it's floating.
I see. Now I can picture it very well, but the only thing I can't picture is I can't picture it without a staff. I guess it's the word elder and the fact that it's supposed to be magical, but that thing has a staff in my mind and I can't get rid of it. Okay. No, I can't get rid of it. Oh well. Yeah, so I meant to say to the shadow, I'm curious as to what it is, and I'm wondering about it, so don't get rid of it for now, unless it turns out to be too dangerous.
The shadow turns its head to you and shakes its head and disappears.
Okay. That could have been maybe if you want me. I mean, if you want me, I'm there, but at the same time, you're screwed now. Okay, so I'll just wait for it. You did say it used the psychic attacks, but I just kind of want to get. I don't know. I want to see what's up with this thing.
All right. The elder drifts down towards you, and you see on its cloak is the symbol of Dag.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
You're about to find out.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad. It's
It
bad.
makes contact with the ledge. It has feet, after all. It is one of the entangled. Its cloak covers his feet shortly after. It stares at you. Its eye seems to shrink and then sort of pulsate and get larger, smaller. The rest of its skin seems to pulsate as well. And you start hearing whispering over and over.
Is it the same whispering as in the fever dream, or?
It's a different kind. It's similar to the stuff that gets louder and makes your head hurt, but it's not as loud, not as powerful.
Right. Okay, so I'll just say, hey, or I'll say, hello, who are you? Are you a corrupted elder?
Right. It's
My friend here, I asked my friend here about you, and I thought of a friend of mine. Do you know Cameron?
all right. To that, the elder pulsates much more violently, and you have a flash in your head. You feel like a memory is ripped from you. And images of Cameron appear in your head. And then suddenly it gets really angry. You feel really angry about it. And all of a sudden you're on the floor. You have lost 8 health and 1 sanity.
Holy shit.
Yep. You're now on 1 health.
Yeah, so
that's not good.
How did it do that?
Psychic attacks?
But why did it get so aggressive?
It evidently doesn't like you.
Oh, right, I get that. Then
Right,
again, the shadow took a while to warm up to me. Maybe so does the corrupted elder.
Did you on 1 HP?
Okay, so I'll ask the corrupted soul, hey, you helped me out before and gave me some health. Could you try and do that again, please?
All right. It whispers to you, run.
Okay, I'll start running.
Yeah. Okay. Where do you want to run to?
The crane.
The crane? Okay. As you're running, that spends the equivalent of a turn, which is not an hour, but the corrupted soul gives you 1 health and your sanity is back up to full.
Oh, that's good. So the corrupted soul is nice and the corrupted elder's a dick.
Yep. You know, in 2 HP, which makes you vulnerable to still everything, but better than 1.
So now, okay, so I'd quite like to be, okay, so I want to be friends with the corrupted soul and maybe bring him back with me. And then I want to make the corrupted elder go die.
Yeah. The
Cool,
shadow did. I think the shadow did try and warn you not to try anything with this corrupted elder.
Yeah, and but I was curious. And what if he wasn't evil? Then that would be cool.
That's true. They would put the shadow in once again. The old light. It's not a new light. It's the old one. Back to being conniving and whatever he was before. You have 1 hour left in your day.
So 2 hours before I get out of here.
Yes.
Okay, well then I'll just keep asking the soul to heal me up and going up the crane and stuff and whatever.
The way this works is each turn it gives you its benefits. That does not sound right.
Because we're friends with. F is for friends. Okay.
All right.
Well, I mean, if the corrupted elder isn't currently killing me, does that mean it can't heal me?
Huh?
Like, because if I've ran away from the corrupted elder, or is it still chasing me?
The corrupted elder. Oh no, it's still trying to get you. You closed the door behind you before you run up the crane. It is now trying to open the door.
Okay, so I'll aim my gun at the door and in anticipation for it to open it and walk through.
Okay. That will give you a +1 column shift because you are sniper waiting to pick out a target, which I would say puts you on the good scale, which is all right. So when that thing opens the door, you will automatically fire and probably hit. You have a good chance of hitting.
Oh, that's nice. Do I get a 1 health because that was a turn?
Yes, you get 1 health bonus now.
Hey, okay. The corrupted soul is really nice, and I'm.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd quite in my ideal scenario. I'm gonna get onto the thing. I mean, I was planning on bringing. Oh yeah, there's the airtight box with blue moss in it.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I would be better off leaving it here.
The moss.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Yeah, but I know it's like a discovery, and maybe it's in an airtight box. Although, what if the box breaks?
If someone opens that box, then judging by how fast it's spreading now, that would not be
Pandora's blue moss box.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's fine if you. I mean, if people really want to find it, they can go to this hellish moon and get it for themselves. It's literally everywhere.
Good luck.
Yes,
you get the moss, but you get so much more.
The things that I'm actually going to try and get onto that escape pod with are the shadow, because I feel like leaving him here would be a dick move, and also the corrupted soul, because he seems not evil.
Okay.
And they're the only things on this moon that turn out to get me.
Yeah. I mean, the Casipa gliders are chill as well.
Oh yeah, maybe I could. If I see one, I could maybe encourage it to come with me. I'd have a party escape pod. Disco lights on an escape pod.
You try and get the Casipa glider, and it suddenly evolves into the final boss.
It rips through the walls. You get torn out into space. Emptiness. Silence.
It fires a laser out of its mouth. It didn't have a mouth before, it does now. All right.
That's what I'm gonna do after I kill this thing. That is my plan.
Okay, so the elder finally bursts down the door. You automatically fire, but roll d20 to see if you hit.
20.
Huh?
I got a 20.
10% bonus.
Now right. that is one of the times where I actually really like it. It's a good roll.
All right. So you hit the thing directly square in the face in its eye. Its eye is scorched, and it just screams about the place. You hear the whispering attacking your ears again, and your temples feel sore. But as you go closer to the corrupted soul, it sort of cancels out this effect.
Hey.
Also, you gain some more health. You're now on 4.
Okay, I quickly whisper to the corrupted soul, "You're a legend, mate." Before taking aim back at the.
It says you too.
Okay, and so has it been stuck in the abyss with the corrupted elder for ages?
Yeah.
Oh, poor thing. I'm gonna get it therapy. When we go back into civilization, I'll get it. That'll be the weirdest counseling session they've ever had. They've dealt with aliens and things, but have they ever dealt with undead spirits trapped in a darkness and void with an evil psychopath? Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'll blast the corrupted elder into next week.
Okay. I'm going to put you on the regular chart now because the elder is further away and you don't have the bonus of waiting. Do you want to put some karma into this, maybe to get some extra damage on him?
Yeah. How much karma do I have though?
25.
I'll put 5 into it.
Okay. All right. So roll your d20.
14.
All right. Okay. 14. You were firing with the rifle, right?
Yes.
Okay. The energy discharge does 12. We'll say you did 15. You hit through its shoulder and its arm comes tearing off, leaving no blood or any fluids from its body. But its arm falls off.
I mean, I don't know if that's gross or not gross, because that's like not supposed to happen, but at the same time, it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Oh, if I kill it, I could drag its dead corpse onto the escape pod and be like, look what I killed.
The escape pod is like big enough for one man.
Oh.
But there is 4 escape pods.
Oh, I could just shove it into one and just press the button. It's dead anyway. I mean, it's not like it can fight back.
It is not dead yet.
No, I mean, like, if I was to shove it onto the thing.
Right, yeah. Okay.
I'm not going to do that while it's still alive.
That would be daft. You are now on 5 HP.
It would be quite a funny prank, though.
It would be hilarious.
They're like, "Oh look, he's coming in his escape pod." They look through the window of the escape pod. Has he put on some weight? Wait a second. Oh no.
All right. Okay.
So it doesn't the rifle fire twice?
Yes, it does fire, but it sort of gets fired out the way, so you hit the second shot. The second shot hits where the first shot also hits, but
right, so
it was sort of pushed back.
They both fire on the same spot. Did they fire at the same time?
The second one fires like a millisecond after. So roughly. Yeah.
Okay. So where is it now?
It's it'll, if you are on the crane, it came through the door. It is sort of on the corner wall, beside the door to the basement.
Okay, well I'll just shoot it.
All right. You're not giving this thing a chance to get up, are you?
Not really, no.
Good, that would be daft.
Yep, okay, so should I roll for them?
Yep, roll for him.
13.
13, this is regular. Okay, you hit it in like the hit area. It's not very happy about what's going on. Its leg looks as if it might fall off if you hit it there again. But it can float, so it's not exactly a big deal.
It can what now?
It can float.
I went to the high ground to find out this thing can float.
Yeah, dude. Just made it slightly more dangerous for yourself.
Oh, yeah. Because I can fall, but it can't.
Yeah. All right. So as you do this, you did knock it back slightly, but it seems enraged. It flies up to the end of the crane, and its leg that was sort of loosely hanging on by a few basically threads now, falls off. It rips it off. It rips its leg off, throws it into onto the landing pad.
Okay, see, that's like the thing. It's like, okay, if they're willing, you know, the things like punch. If you punch yourself in the head, like if you're about to start a fight, then the other person gets freaked out because they wonder, if you're willing to punch yourself in the head, what are you willing to do to them? Well, he just tore off his fucking leg.
But
What?
as it tears off its leg, the arm that went missing instantly juts out a red Cassipa crystal, a spike, and that forms another arm, a red electric arm, and the same with its leg.
Hold up. It evolves to become more dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
See, by the end of it, if it was to lose all of its limbs and even its chest, would it just turn into basically a Cassipa glider, but the final boss, which is what you described earlier? It's funny how that happened. You know, it's funny, right? Very.
All right. Do you want to shoot it? You kind of have to shoot it.
Yes, but I'm going to aim for the head because I feel like if I keep shooting the limbs, it's going to get harder and harder to kill.
All right. So you're gonna roll a d20 for me, so I can see.
16.
All right. You do not hit it in the head. You miss slightly. You hit it underneath the shoulder where the ribs would be, revealing a dried out organs in the rib cage.
Oh, I mean, I can still kill them though, right?
They look like they have not been used in. Would centuries be an exaggeration? It doesn't use organs.
That's not good. Okay, right. I don't want to. Okay, right. That's
also the hole that you blasted instantly is reformed by the red electric Cassipa crystals. Roll a d20.
Oh crap. 2.
Oh, okay. So it raises its arm up and tries, using the arm that is reformed with red Cassipa crystals, it tries to fire a crystal at your skull, but it misses horrendously, hits the side of the crane in that sort of grid pattern, and hits its own self in the head.
Wow.
It screams in agony, and a sort of red ooze falls out from its head. It's not blood, but it's...
Okay, I think if it's not blood, that's even more gross.
Yeah.
Because that means it's like flesh pus. Ew. I'm gonna shoot this thing. What if I shoot the crystal? Will it explode in its head?
If you can land that, I will be impressed, and we'll call it dead.
I mean, for the crystal.
Okay, d20, go.
18.
All right, you do not hit the crystal.
Oh.
But you do manage to hit the other side of its face. Basically, the cheek jaw area is launched off, and red ooze comes out. I should mention that the previous wound to the head that it inflicted on itself has not been patched up with Cassipa. Neither has the wound you just inflicted there.
Right. So the head is where I should go for the head.
You should go for the head. Also, you gain 1 HP, so you're now on 6.
Hey.
All right.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so I'll keep. Maybe that's okay. I'll shoot the crystal again.
Maybe you want to shoot the shotgun because it's close range.
Oh, it is close range. Okay, I'll shotgun the crystal.
Right. Okay. Roll d20.
10.
10.
Yeah.
This is indeed excellent. Okay, you shoot it in the waist, and it sort of the bottom of its belly and the remaining leg and the crystal leg falls off to the dust, to the ground, and the flesh, the old flesh turns to dust, but the crystals just fall and shatter.
Oh, that seems good.
It is now floating without anything below the waist.
I mean, that does give me like an easier target, right?
No.
I mean, it's like a big, huge target. It's
Mm,
in the air, even.
well, it's still like the same sort of altitude, we'll say,
Oh, right, yeah.
as it would be standing up.
Except no, it doesn't have legs.
Yeah.
Okay, well, at least it means if I hit, I'm going to hit something important.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Okay, so I'll shoot it. Oh, wait, is that a health? I mean, now it's.
We're gonna see what it does now. So roll a d20.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, no. 7.
All right, this is okay. It attempts to go towards you, and it tries to spike you with its Casipa arm, but instead it misses and sort of crashes into you. You lose 1 health from just a spike to like the arm or something. You are now on 5, but the turn goes up, so you're back to 6.
So I instantly heal it back.
Yeah.
Oh, and now it's like 2 inches away from me, isn't it?
Yes.
Shotgun time.
Okay.
Okay, if I put the shotgun up again, could I get it? If I aim in such a way that half of the shots will go into the crystal and the other half straight into its eye.
Okay. Roll d20.
14.
14. Okay. Because you were like right beside it, we're gonna say that you do manage to hit it everywhere that counts. Its head spews red stuff, and the shrapnel falls out of its skull. Its head sort of deflates. All the flesh and skin that it once had and organs that are no longer in use turn slowly like disappear. It turns to dust, and the Casipa limbs that are now just crystals fall and crash to the ground.
So what's left of it?
Nothing. It's dead. You killed it.
No, but what is like? I mean, everything's shattered. So what is literally there anymore?
Just some red Casipa crystals.
Wow, there used to be a thing there that was sort of alive.
Sort of.
Sort of. It didn't use organs.
Yeah. Yeah, so you get 8 karma from that kill. I would give you more because that was, in essence, a boss. But it wasn't exactly a hard boss. It was pretty basic.
Mm.
It did not hit you, like, at all. Which is very fortunate. Okay, I'm going to say that that is your last hour fulfilled.
Well, no, it hit me. It did like 9 damage in total because it was.
Oh, yeah.
It started off like before the fight had even begun. It was like 8 damage gone.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. All right. So you're up to 7 health.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so this is your last hour. It is now midnight at night. You have to go down and sort of think about what you want to take with you in the escape pod.
Okay, so I'm gonna if I see a walking basically see if I see any of the things that I can encounter other than an entangled. I'll try and bring it.
Okay. Just imagine you trying to pick up an entangled and put it in an escape pod with you, just like best friend. All right.
Do you want to come and meet my friends? No. Okay, that's nice. Get it in the escape pod.
Okay. There is nothing about you. There's just blue moss that is avoiding it. Oh.
Okay, right.
Okay.
So, can I find gliders anywhere? Where do they?
There's nothing. No, there's gliders like above your head, but it's way too high up for you to reach.
Okay, if I spend 4 karma,
karma does not really influence encounters.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Then I'll go walk
you do
through
see
blue
a Gyak thing.
I'll grab it. Yeah.
Okay. It bites you. You lose 2 HP.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll just cut it off. It's mine now.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got one Gyak Vine. That's one specimen.
All right.
I'll go get the airtight box because I might as well.
Okay. The airtight box. Yep. Okay. So you pick that up.
Can I slap a sticker on it saying "Do not open"?
You can. There's like in the research room. I'll say there's like marker pens or something like that.
Yeah, I'm writing. Do not ever open on the box.
That box is too big to be in with you. And
yeah, I know, but I mean, I'll just put it in another one.
Okay. Yeah, because there's currently 3 escape pods. So you can fill those escape pods up, I suppose.
Okay, I'll put the Gyak Vine with
Mhm.
the blue moss.
Okay.
And if I find a walking spore, I'll put it in that one as well. So that's everything blue moss related.
Yeah.
Then I'll get. See the big red crystals from the
Casipa crystals, yeah?
Yeah, okay. So I'll try. If there's. Those are the red ones still. So those are like that specimen. I'll put them
These
in.
are now like shards. The Casipa crystals are now like shards because they've smashed.
I'll just shove them all in. One of them.
Okay.
That will also be the same when the gliders go in. It'll be everything Casipa related.
Okay. You could put like all of the ones you see because these things are quite small.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
And now your escape pod.
Wait, no, there's still. Yes, you said there was 4.
Oh no, there's 3. There's 3 escape pods.
Oh. With me, I mean, the shadow doesn't need much room, right?
The shadow is nowhere to be seen.
Stereo player.
Okay. You put the player down, and it fries. It just kills itself, basically.
Well, that's not good.
No. So
okay. I'm definitely bringing the corrupted soul if he's still hanging around.
The corrupted soul. Yes. You just gesture into the escape pod and it floats in.
That's nice.
You can take one weapon with you. Like there's one gun that you can take with you in this pod.
Right, why can't I mean I can fit them all in my person? Why can't I fit them all in a pod?
This pod's like your size. It's quite cramped. There's not much space at all.
How much time do I have left?
You have, let's say, 50 something minutes.
Okay, well, I'll keep running around for like gliders and walking spores.
Okay.
So
walking spores will be produced by the blue moss eventually.
Okay, well, I'll run around all the rooms that have blue moss. I mean, which is all of the rooms. So we'll just keep running around.
All right. Roll d20.
Okay. Oh no! I just realized what's about to happen. The entangled are no longer scared shitless by the shadow, are they?
I mean, that depends on what you roll.
Oh dear God! I rolled a 17.
Nothing is found.
Oh well, at least the entangled didn't decide to beat the shit out of me.
True. And with that, my friend, the final hour is up. The compound receives sort of a red alarm, and a red light goes off in unison, telling you that the escape pods are about to leave.
Oh, but there's no gliders or.
You didn't find any.
What if can I find any on my way back?
You can roll a d20.
And use karma?
No, encounters no karma.
Oh, 3.
Oh, okay, roll d20.
I got a 3 and then a 11.
11. You found a Gyak Vine.
Why not? Bring it. Just okay. I'll zap it first.
Okay.
I'll zap it before I grab it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you grab it. Put it in your escape pod.
But not the one that I'm in. The one.
Not the one you're in. No. The one.
The blue moss related one.
Okay. So you put the Gyak Vine in the escape pod. The one with the Cassipa crystals launches, leaving only 2 escape pods, and you have approximately 30 seconds to get in your pod before
Okay,
it
I
launches.
get in my pod with the corrupted soul.
Right, the corrupted soul goes in. Right, so say 30 seconds pass. You get a little display screen in your pod. It tells you how it's going to work. So you're going to be cryogenically frozen for, say, however long it is, and a beacon will be sent out from your pod. You will then be picked up by, say, a shuttle ship or any passing ship from your people, the company that sent you. So it gives you a little tick or a cross box to say if this is okay.
Tick, yeah. I mean, what would the cross be for? Like, if I decided...
It would leave you.
What?
You get kicked out.
I
All right.
pressed the No, I pressed the tick.
Okay, so your pod is then mounted onto a launch platform, and it gives you a bit of a countdown. The corrupted soul sort of drifts out of the pod. It does what the shadow does and just leaves through a wall.
No,
The shadow itself appears in front of you, looking up at the launch site, starts waving, and then it holds out an open palm to the corrupted soul. The soul then goes onto it, and basically they're just waving to you as goodbye.
Oh, well, at least that's nice.
You launch. You are flung up into the air. You did I'm going to say that you put your one weapon in the pod with you and the other 2 in the pod with the Cassipa crystals. So,
yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to say you brought the energy discharger because it's the most powerful weapon.
Yep.
The other 2 are already launched. So as you go up through the ground, you see blue moss is starting to grow underground as well. You see that Cassipa crystals are starting to hover as you reach ground level. They're starting to randomly appear across the moon. You also see that where the facility once was, where it once stood, is now completely covered with blue moss, and the blue moss is slowly compacting and crushing the old facility, and it is now basically just a flat land. You reach the upper atmosphere. It gives you a little map on your display screen. It shows the edge of the moon. It rises the little icon of the escape shuttle to where it will wait to be picked up by another ship. So that track is followed by the icon, and you are launched into space. You see the monolith beneath you, glinting an orange glow, and also a beam rises out of it with a purple haze. You rise up into space. You then feel the ice starting to cover you. You are getting cryogenically frozen. You then see something in space, something dark, something coming towards you, but you also see a purple haze, and you're frozen.